Hello fellas, PB2 Smurf here. Today, just gonna do some maintenance stuff on good old Buster. My plan is maybe if I get a little lubrication there to stop the squeaking. Ultimately, I know that I'm gonna have to replace the bushings or whatever it is that's squeaking. I'd say they're squeaking because they had the lick or they need to be took loose. But as you can tell by my hat, winter is upon us. It's getting cold, and I just don't feel like it's a project for the winter, the squeak. I'm just going to live with until the spring, and then we can change the bushings out. Another thing we're going to do is some maintenance is emergency brake. It's not working as good as what I want it to, so we're going to address those few things, and should be short and sweet, but just want to give y'all an update. Hey fellas, PB2 Smurf here. PB2 Smurf here. PB2 Smurf here. Oh fellas, PB2 Smurf here. I'm going to stress again, if you haven't bought you some of these to lay on, if you got gravel, buy you some. Harbor Freight, buy them. So why are we under here? Well, a couple reasons. One, the main one, it's really driving me nuts that Buster has this squeak. Let me get inside and jump up and down and see if you can hear it. And of course, like every other time, whenever there's a squeak and you're trying to replicate it, you never hear it. Go figure. So all I'm going to do is take my silicone here, and I'm just going to spray around all the places that have motion or movement in them. And hopefully, with enough penetration with the silicone spray, we won't have this continuing issue. Just a non-squeaking ride as we cruise down the road. So we can pay $100 for 1 gallon of gas.
Dang, that $100 could have bought me 1 gallon of gas.
So, underneath here where the place I'm going to spray, well, here's one. Same one right on the back side here. You can see there. Now it's going to follow all the places where it's bolted together. There's one there. Could be this. So we'll spray the bushing right there. We'll spray right here where the control arm mounts on here. Spray right here. And then we'll rinse and repeat and do the other side. So nothing all that exciting going on. Was noticing a little rattling in the exhaust. Just want to show you this. Right here's the exhaust. Now watch this when I shake it. So that's probably where it's come from. I guess we'll address that. But here we go. Let's get some spraying done here. So now I'm going to get asked, why did I pick silicone? Well, because I really don't want to penetrate. I just want to lube it up. 2, yeah, I could have used some non-petroleum based grease in case some of these bushings will react with the petroleum. However, I'm just going to use silicone spray. Hopefully quick and efficient. How much you spray depends on how much you're aggravated with the daggone squeaking. So, your rig, your call. As you can see, I've sprayed everything down that I see that moves. So, I guess we'll go from there. Over to the other side. Rinse and repeat. I believe that's it, fellas. So now what are we doing? Well, emergency brake is good and it grabs some but not enough. So we're going to tighten that up. It's pretty simple. Flat tip screwdriver, pry from the front, going to the back. Just gonna pry it up. Probably make a fancy tool for this, but this worked pretty good so far, so that's what we're doing. Front first, then the back slides forward. I mentioned this on another video. Then what we're going to do is let the emergency brake down, which I've done. Then there's a cap here that goes on this, keeps it from coming undone. Here is the retainer. All I've done was just bent the end of it up right there. Bending the end of it up right there allows me to pull it out. So I just bent it up. That's all I did. Now there's a 10mm nut right here, and all I gotta do is tighten it down just a little bit. Because you don't want to over tighten it. You don't want the brakes getting too hot and you have to take this apart and do it again. So just a little at a time. Now 10mm deep weld would be ideal for this. I have some wrenches handy, so that's the reason why I'm using a wrench. That feels pretty good. I'm just going to slide this back down through here, and when I do, I'll just take the ear that I've been up here and I'll bend it back down. I'll put the boot back on. It's easier to put on with the brake pulled up. Remember, back goes in first. Snapped it in place. And that's it. So you adjust emergency brake. Pick your stuff up. Call it good. As always, guys, remember, your rig, your call.